delayed. Good morning. I'm exhausted. Here we go. Y'all, I made it. I'm heading to a fashion show for New York Fashion Week. I'm trying to rush through the information because I have to get out of here. I'm running late. Hey y'all, I am on this trip. It's the 4-day I was trying to swap out of, but that didn't work out. This lighting in here is giving beige, brown, yellow. It's not giving. I'm in San Fran. I'm in San Fran tonight, then tomorrow Boston, and then back to San Fran, but it'll be a different hotel. I'm kind of eager. That's the wrong choice of words. I'm not eager. I'm kind of curious to really, for a change, go out and explore, because I never take the chance to go out and explore. And I'm here for a decent amount of time, because it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we leave tomorrow. I think our van comes at 5:30 in the morning. It's an early day, but I've never been here when it's been on the warmer side, because September just started, so it's not as cold as it is normally whenever I've gotten this layover. So usually I'll be wanting to go outside or anything like that. I did see a Macy's, so I think I might just walk up the block to the Macy's and just check that out. I don't know if it's gonna be anything else over there, but just to get out and do something. It's early. I'm trying to tire myself out a little bit so that I could sleep tonight, which is always difficult for me in hotels. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna head out and check outside and I guess go to Macy's, see, Macy's is Macy's. I know what's in there, but maybe I could smell some perfumes or something. I'm trying to find things to do to make the time go by. I could really sightsee, but I low-key don't want to do that by myself. And because I have to get up early, I don't want to take any risk or chance of me getting lost because I'm going alone, because my crew is all tired and just wants to rest and stay at the hotel. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just walk on down to Macy's. It's nice out. Enjoy the day, and that's it. We'll see what happens.
Go to the park.
Hey y'all, I'm in. Oh wait, you can't even see. Can you see it? Yes, you can. I'm in Macy's. Yeah, so I just walked in here just to walk around, just to find some things to do. And on the way walking, I noticed that there were other high-end designer stores. A few stores I'm gonna actually pop into, a few I'm not. But on my walk, I saw there's a Gucci, there's a Chanel, there's a Louis Vuitton, Neiman Marcus. There's so it's a lot of high-end stores. I don't think I'm going in any of those. But I did also see a Zara's. I saw Zara, I saw a Nike. So I'm gonna pop into Zara's and Nike. Because you know Zara's, they be having different things in different places. So I'm gonna just pop in there and see. But this is like my first time like actually really walking around the hotel area outside of the San Francisco layover at this particular hotel, because we stay at another one as well. And I normally just like slam click stay in the hotel, but I'm not doing that this time around because it's a pretty nice day. And usually whenever I've gotten this trip, it's always been chilly, like cold, and that, or I had like a really short layover where I had to day sleep and work at night, and it was just given I'm just gonna stay in the room and catch up more rest and stay warm. But it's actually, you know, pretty decent out here. I would say this is giving more like a nice spring day. It's not really giving summer, and it's not as cold as fall because I have on shorts right now, even though I wish I just put my jeans on. I should have followed my instinct and just put the jeans on, but I didn't. But I have on shorts right now, and it's okay me wearing shorts, but I know like in the next like hour or two, it's probably gonna give brisk. So let me just walk around this Macy's. I think I'm gonna like smell some perfumes or something. I don't know. Y'all, I am in Ross. I was just walking and I said, let me just walk a little further down. And I spotted it. I used to love Ross when I lived in LA. And they always had the finds. And I just always found something that was like bargain. And they don't have Ross in New York. So I'm in here just looking around. Leave it to me to always be the bargain shopper, but it's very that. It gives very that. And there's nothing wrong with that because you can still find stuff that's cute, that's for the low. But yeah, I am in Ross, y'all. Good morning, guys. We are delayed. Our report time was six something this morning. I can't remember, but it is now 7:30 a.m. We're delayed in the San Francisco airport, waiting on our pilots, and we're delayed about an hour and a half. So we're not scheduled to depart until 10 to 9 a.m. Gotta love it. So it would have been nice for them to change our report time to later, since they knew that the pilots were going to be getting here late. But I mean, here we are, waiting to find out when we're gonna board, what time we're gonna leave. Yeah. Oh, the joys. These are all the little inside things that you guys don't know about the airline industry, for flight attendants, you know. Sometimes we're told that we have a report time, and then we don't find out until we report to the airport that we're delayed because of, and it's not even unforeseen, because it'll be circumstances that they knew about but just failed to inform us, or at least prepare us, where we could have gotten more sleep and come in later and just, you know, rested more at the airport, at the hotel, instead of coming to the airport to now have to sit here and wait for the pilots about 2 hours. So, living the dream. Good morning. I'm exhausted. Here we go. It's 5:30 a.m. Hey y'all, when I tell you I'm exhausted, I'm exhausted. And I still got to get through one more flight tonight to complete this 4-day trip. So, I really don't even have the energy to explain everything that just happened within the past 48 hours, but I do want to explain. So let's start from yesterday. So yesterday, leaving San Francisco, we were delayed, which is what I mentioned. We were delayed. We had like a 6 a.m. report to the airport, and we were supposed to depart shortly after that, because we had to report an hour before we departed. So not until we get to the airport do we find out that our flight is not only delayed until basically 9 a.m., but it's delayed because we don't have pilots. The pilots, for whatever reason, had a later report time than us. And usually when they do things like that, it's because they have to, each crew member is entitled to a certain minimum of rest. And they cannot decrease your rest lower than 10 hours. So in the case of the pilots, it was probably that one of them wasn't going to have the proper rest time, and they needed to provide that minimum of 10 before he could report the following flight, right? First officer, pilot, comes in at 8 o'clock and then informs us that we wouldn't have a captain for another hour because that captain was commuting in from home, which was in another state. Long story short, apparently they didn't have a captain. They were trying to find someone that could have gotten there sooner to get the plane to leave sooner and not have to have such a long delay, but they weren't able to find anyone. So there was that one captain that said he could do it. He came in on his day off, and the only problem was he couldn't get there until 9:15. So we had to wait an additional hour for our captain to then get there. And by doing so, because there was a bad weather forecast in the Northeast, the weather got bad in the Northeast and we were headed to Boston. So we were not able to take off because at that point there was a weather watch basically for storms, and air traffic control would not authorize any flights that were Boston or New York bound or anywhere in the Northeast bound to take off and head there. We were delayed altogether about 3-ish hours. So our original departure was supposed to be at like 7 a.m. We didn't depart until after 10 a.m. Actually, it was like 10:30 a.m. So when we finally got to Boston, that put us at minimum rest. And I'm talking about the in-flight, myself and the in-flight crew, the flight attendants, at minimum rest. And so we had to go, once we finished, go straight to the hotel, which we always do, but go straight to the hotel and go straight to sleep because now we have literally only 10 hours before we have to report back at 5 a.m. this morning. So we reported at 5 a.m. this morning, and we worked back to San Francisco. And then now we are just now getting here, and it is 11 a.m., just now getting to the hotel, 11 a.m. Pacific. And we left at 5 a.m. Eastern from Boston, and it's 11 a.m. Pacific now. And we have to report back to the airport tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific to do a red eye to JFK. Arriving at 8 a.m. in the morning, Eastern. Living the dream. I'm gonna get some shut eye because if not, I'm gonna die. About to work this red eye. Didn't get a lot of sleep, but got some when I got in the hotel. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I have to hurry up, so I couldn't mic up. But I'm about to work this red eye. Wish me luck. Let's go home day.
8 hours later.
Y'all, I made it. I was trying to get a quick moment in before this flight, but everything was just like moving quickly. I didn't have a chance to. I'm exhausted. Four-day trips are so hard to do because I don't get the best quality sleep, if I can sleep at all, in the hotels. So having to do that for 3 nights is tough. And this one, it was really 2 nights because I day slept on the last day and worked that night, a red eye. And right now it is 8:45 in the morning. So yeah, and I'm jet lagged because I had to fly from coast to coast the past 4 days. Well, past 8 really, because I did the same thing coast to coast for the 4-day I worked previous to this. So I'm gonna head home, probably stop and get something to eat, and then I'm gonna go to sleep and get some rest because I'm exhausted. My eyes look crazy, my hair looks crazy. It's just time for me to retire into my home for the day, I'm saying, not like retire. Anyways, y'all get what I'm trying to say. It's time for me to go and get some rest. So I'll catch up with y'all another time. Good morning, guys. I am getting back to work. I be grinding, I be hustling. Yeah. I'm not only a flight attendant, but I'm also a substitute teacher, in addition to my passion and career, which is in entertainment, modeling, acting, and dance. So today I'm back to school, and I'm about to go in and find out what age group I got and what class I'm going to be teaching, what subjects, and all that good stuff. I'll check in with y'all lunchtime to see how my day went or is going. I truly love kids. But it is a school in my old neighborhood, so I do think that I'm gonna be pretty familiar, or it'll feel pretty familiar. So I'm glad about that, because it's not like completely new. And even if it was, I've done that before. Walk into a new community setting with different types of people and things, and it's fine. It's just, yeah, you know, when you're, I don't know, it's just something about being in your old neighborhood. You're like, okay, well, I feel like I know everyone around, or just more comfortable, I guess. But we'll see how today goes. Hey y'all. It is a rainy day. It's really gloomy outside. I am not working today. I have no trips and no teaching jobs. And yeah, I do have a casting that I need to submit for, so I have to work on a self-tape. Probably do that later today. But I want to remain productive, so I'm going to head to the gym because I'm always slacking. And that's not good, but I try to push myself when I can to get to the gym. The problem is consistency is key. So it's like you can't see results if you're not consistent. And my schedule is not consistent. So that's the biggest disadvantage for me for staying on task. But I'm trying my best. And I want to remain productive and feel productive. So even though it's really giving like stay in bed today and just cuddle up, I'm going to use my free time, because I'm not working, to go to the gym and then come back and work on my self-tape. Yeah, and that's it. Yesterday, I didn't get a chance to check back in with you guys after teaching. Child, I was exhausted. Woo! Yesterday was a day, hun. A day it was. Yeah, they were off the hook. They were theying. The kids were theying. It's not a job to me that I feel like is overwhelming as other jobs, and that's because I genuinely really like kids. So I feel like I can always find a way to relate and find a calm with them. You know, just observing them, you really get to see like different things about their mannerisms and what the need is. I don't know, that might be a gift of mine, I'm not gonna lie. And that's not to try to like toot my own horn or anything like that, but I do feel like I'm very quick at capturing what the needs of others are, and specifically kids. Where is the, because I'm like, at this point, when is it gonna pass? Because it just kept going and going and going. Like, where you at? Anyways, being an educator, being a teacher, working with kids is something that I feel like it comes natural to me, because I genuinely do love kids. That's not to rule out that it's not challenging and does have its challenges, and sometimes I am worn, but ultimately I still feel like it's a less overwhelming job to deal with children than it is, you know, for some like corporate jobs that you have to deal with grown adults that act worse than children. So, but anyways, let me head to this gym. Catch y'all in a bit. Back home, I took a shower, washed my hair, did a little slick situation. I have to get ready for this self-tape audition that I need to do. So I'm just trying to get my mind together and get in the game so I could get this done, knock it out. I did a little natural beat on my face, and it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple self-tape, but I am gonna need some assistance with this one because they need like a group or couples situation thing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow my man. I mean, what's the point of being in a relationship having a man if you can't force him to do things to help you out in your career? Exactly. So it's giving, when he gets home, he gonna be over me. I don't even care, but because it's for my career. Okay, so suck it up, smile, buttercup. Once he gets home, I'm gonna shoot that part, but I'm gonna shoot the rest of it that I have to do that I can do alone. So that when he comes, I could just, I'm not trying to work the nerve too much. Gotta make sure at least I'm ready to go. So it's kind of like, I already have everything set up. All you gotta do is just like XYZ, let's go, lights, camera, action. So hopefully when he comes home, he's in a good mood, because he gonna have to be, because he can't say no. Yeah, he can't. He can't say no. What are you gonna do? Where is he going? He ain't go nowhere. So stand in for this real quick and be my prop, That's it, like just a prop. But anyways, let me get to it because I want to hurry up and finish doing this and then figure out what I'm going to eat, because I still haven't eaten for the day, which is not good. I had my little supplement before the gym, but then when I got back, because I'm like, let me try to hurry up with the self-tape, I showered, like I said, washed my hair, and then I haven't eaten. So I want to hurry up and do this so I could get it out the way and then figure out what the heck I'm going to eat. Here we go. Hey guys, I am on my way to a fashion show. I've done fashion shows a lot in the past, and I kind of like pulled back from it for different reasons, but I'm heading to a fashion show for New York Fashion Week, and it's gonna be in Times Square. It's been a couple years that I've been doing this show, and I model for this designer who has a swimsuit line, and he always asks me to come back. The name of the swimsuit line is Yamon wear. He is a designer from Jamaica, and he really promotes and supports Black pride. Okay, I'll just say that. And that's what he emulates through his art, his design, and anytime that he showcases his designs. The show that I'm doing is called The Fashion Experience, and I'm trying to like rush through the information because I have to get out of here. I'm running late, but yeah, so that's where I'm headed. I did my hair myself, I did my makeup myself. So I'll talk to y'all later, but
that's why I like to bring my girls, one that aspirational girl.
reiterate how important it is to support yourself, you know. It's lovely, and it's important to have a support system of like family or friends, significant other, in the things that you do, or your interests, your passions, or what have you. But just always make sure to support yourself. And what I mean by that is, even if you don't have that support system, support you, you know, because you know that you're going to show up for you. And I just think that everybody should put more emphasis in that than placing your expectations into others. And the thing about it is, support costs nothing. It really doesn't cost anything. Unless there is a monetary value that comes along with it. Liking something, showing support by encouraging words, physically showing up for something, or just, you know, maybe the monetary, giving money towards something, sharing something, reposting something, commenting on something. All those things cost you nothing or little to nothing to do, unless there's a monetary value on it. But regardless of all of that, just support yourself. So with that being said, I just feel led to encourage, with whatever I'm feeling right now, to speak positive and say to all those that are pursuing any sort of dream or passion or talent or creativity of any kind. If you're a musician, if you're a dancer, if you're a YouTuber, if you're a content creator, if you're a photographer, if you're a videographer, if you're a makeup artist, if you're a hairstylist, if you're a dance teacher, whatever it is that you are pursuing or pushing in any capacity, be your biggest supporter. And sometimes you may be your only supporter. But just support yourself. Put the emphasis in, did I show up for me? And not, did anyone else show up for you? Because that's truly what matters. Showing up for yourself. Have a great day, guys.